Marion Etoile Watson is back in the studio right now, and she's got some dirt on some swells.
I do, Jim, and our guest promises he does not dish the dirt. Big question, what do Hotel Queen Leona Helmsley and money czar Donald Trump have in common besides New York real estate? Well, they both have been penned by celebrity interviewer Glenn Plaskin, a man who's dished the dirt on many of Hollywood's brightest stars. But his latest shining is an intimate look at Donald Trump in the March issue of Playboy magazine. Welcome to Good Day New York.
Dirt. I don't dish the dirt.
What do you do, Glenn?
No, I interview. In fact, nobody would give me an interview if I did that, and I don't believe in it, in fact.
But you do have intimate conversations with...
Conversations with people about their work and their feelings and their families and their children, and always trying to be fair to them. And I think Donald Trump is a good example. The Playboy interview covers everything from Gorbachev to his children, to his wife. And the thing that I've learned from him in the year of knowing him is that he is a genius businessman, and his wife is a genius businesswoman, and together they make a great pair.
What is there left to know about Donald Trump that we haven't heard already?
I think his opinions about Russia and about the uprising in China and about how America's being pushed around and is interesting, but I think the most interesting thing is him. He's a very disciplined person. He's a perfectionist, and just walk into one of his buildings, his apartment buildings, or Trump Tower, everything is shining, and I get a little angry when people say the key to his success is glitz and ego. That is not the key to making $3.7 billion. It's being a good manager.
It's interesting, you talk about his money, though. Forbes magazine claims that he carries more debt than even Trump will admit himself. Is that important when you give $1 million and take $1 million?
I can't snoop under his pile of money, and I mean, who knows?
But it was in the article.
He's got a lot of money no matter what anybody says. That's the way I figure it.
He also says that he's a man of controlled neuroses.
I believe, and he believes, that any person who's successful is driven, and you're never contented. If he was contented, he'd be milking cows out in the field or something. You know, I don't think that success makes contentment. It makes more energy to make more success.
Well, I want to talk about some other things as well. You do say of the lady of the manor, Ivana, that she is a force to be reckoned with, but you have also interviewed some of Hollywood's brightest stars. Kate Hepburn is one of your favorite, but Elizabeth Taylor you interviewed. Is there anything of that conversation that landed on the editing room floor?
No, Elizabeth Taylor, I remember her sitting with me and crying because she was remembering Rock Hudson dying, and how after that, I do a syndicated column called Turning Point where people share moments in their lives, and after that, she's raised $16 million for AIDS research. Or Joan Kennedy talking to me about, after all the tragedies of her life, Chappaquiddick and one of her son's legs being amputated and all that, that she found some peace in a Dominican monastery where she goes for retreats. So I find it very interesting each week to talk to a different person about a different... Today is Raquel Welch talking about how she nearly died a year ago.
That's in the Daily News.
It's in the Daily News
column, Turning
today,
Point.
yeah.
Has anybody ever refused you?
Yes. But they better not try it again.
I understand, too, that you send roses and photographs of your dog.
Yeah,
that's part of the cultivation, I guess.
Well, my dog is very pretty, and I figure if they don't like me, the dog's much prettier. So send the dog. And I have her picture tied with ribbons on flowers. That's always a good
That's
thing.
enticing. Well, we can say that if you want to read more on Donald Trump, one of New York's mega men, they can check it out in the March edition of Playboy magazine. But you have a better suggestion, don't you, Glenn?
Yes, just send me your money. I'll give you a Xerox.
A Xerox copy.
A Xerox copy.
Thanks for joining us. And Jim, back to you.